Hi, I'm Caylum, Merrick, team leader of the finance team here at Momentum Wealth. I'm joined by one of our finance brokers, Ashleigh Patterson, to discuss with you some of the changes in the lending environment, how that's impacting buyers, and how we're helping our clients navigate these complexities. Thanks for joining me, Ash.
Thanks, Caylum.
Obviously, there's been a lot of changes in the lending environment in recent times. The APRA restrictions 18 months ago, and more recently the Royal Banking Commission. So it's resulted in it's harder to actually get a loan approved at the moment. It takes longer, more paperwork's required,
Sure.
and in a lot of cases, clients are finding that with the serviceability changes, they're not able to borrow as much as what they once were. Ash, do you want to talk through some of the on-the-ground insights that you're seeing with buyers at the moment?
Definitely. Look, it is a lot harder to get a loan at the moment. Probably the biggest thing that we are seeing is scrutinised living expenses. Previously, you just had to declare what you were spending per month. The banks now require several months' history of this, and they actually scrutinise every transaction and look at what you've been spending your money on, which has impacted how much you can borrow. Serviceability has also changed, a lot, probably 12 months ago. It is still constantly changing. Banks are reviewing their policies all of the time and re-looking at things. But the biggest thing at the moment is actually the living expenses and the scrutinisation of those.
Definitely. Another big trend, I guess, is interest rates when the loans are rolling over from interest only to principal and interest.
Yes.
Obviously, that'll cause an increase to your repayment, and a lot of clients probably been caught off guard because the banks won't actually notify you till they send a letter in the post about 1 month before it's due to happen. So,
Exactly.
What are you seeing in regards to that specific topic, Ash, with your clients?
Yeah, definitely. Look, it is catching quite a few people who aren't actually aware. Like Caylum said, that it's only about a month before settlement that you actually get a letter. So our clients who have written loans with us, we're preparing them 6 to 8 months in advance, making sure they are aware that this is going to happen, and also letting them know how much it is going to change to, because sometimes it's a several $100 jump a month, or even more for some people, which is substantial. So, some people can't actually do anything about it, and their loans are going to roll over to P&I. So making them aware of that before rather than later, and making sure that they can factor in those expenses to their monthly budget now rather than waiting until it actually happens is really important. So really preparation at the moment is key for those people.
Definitely. And preparation, I guess, doesn't just extend to those who already have loans, but now more than ever, it's the preparation extends to those who are looking to get into the property market. So Ash, do you want to explain a bit about how first home buyers need to be aware of the fact that it's not just your deposit and your serviceability that they're looking at. There are other things included with approving a loan.
Definitely. Look, I met with first home buyers this morning who weren't really aware of what has happened over the last 6 to 12 months. So it was a large education session for them, and letting them know that what you're spending now on Netflix and Uber, and you don't have any existing commitments particularly. The bank is going to think that you're going to continue that spending after you do have a mortgage. So it's really important to keep that in mind and make sure you're aware of that. What you're spending now has a big impact on what you can borrow and what the bank sees you're going to be able to afford in the future. So first home buyers aren't actually, lots of them aren't aware of that, so we're trying to educate them about that also.
Definitely. So in closing, some of the key takeaways here, Ash, is to make sure that you are prepared. Don't leave things to the last minute. In a lot of cases, if you do that, it might be too late and you're faced with a tricky situation. And the best advice we could give is speak to a professional who can sit down, understand your situation and help you navigate these complexities and prepare you for every outcome.